Welcome back, everyone. For public employees in Iowa, navigating retirement also involves navigating something called IPERS. And Michele Bjorkgren from Compass Financial is here to tell us more about IPERS for people who aren't really familiar with what this is. Tell us a little bit about it.
Sure, thanks for having me. IPERS is the Iowa Public Employees Retirement System, kind of a mouthful for basically a pension plan for the public employees for the state of Iowa. So it's teachers, it's clergy, it's government and public safety employees. It's typically a plan that employers and employees will contribute to essentially build an income stream for them in retirement that will last a lifetime.
There's a lot of people in Iowa who are part of this.
Actually, there's 1 in 10 Iowans are IPERS members, and the average age of retirees is age 61 with 22 years of service.
Wow.
So it's a pretty big deal for the state of Iowa, and IPERS does a really nice job.
Yeah, so for people who are a part of IPERS and are looking to retirement, when can they, you mentioned 61 was the average age, when could they start drawing from IPERS then?
They could start as early as age 55, but it's very important for them to understand that if they're not fully vested, they will not get dollar for dollar what they've earned in the IPERS program. So there's a couple of formulas that IPERS and financial advisors like us, we overlay to make sure, are you fully vested? And one is, we've heard of often the rule of 88, and that is the employees, the sum of the employees' age and their years of service, does it equal or exceed 88?
That's again the magic number.
Absolutely. If it does, then they're fully vested. The other one we don't hear too much about is the rule of 62-20. And that is similar, where if you're age 62 and 20 years of service, then you also are qualified and considered a fully vested employee. So it's pretty important to navigate those distinctions, because it makes a big difference, and you could be actually having reduction of benefits if you're not fully vested.
Okay, yeah, that's important. And you said IPERS is kind of unique in another way too. There's several different options about when you can start drawing funds.
Yeah, figuring out if you're fully vested, that's the easy part. The tough part is figuring out what option, now that I've reached this age of retirement, I'm collecting a pension, I've worked all these years, it's a pretty big deal. So there's 6 options right now that IPERS offers. They do a really nice job, ranging from a full pension benefit, dollar for dollar of what you've earned, all the way through 5 variations of leaving a survivor something, leaving a loved one, a death benefit, leaving a survivor something. So it's really crucial to dig deep into each of those options, and it becomes, as I work with clients, it becomes a pretty emotional decision, because it's irreversible, for one thing.
Right, a major life decision.
So you mark that box, you send it in, and it's a done deal.
Yeah.
So it can cause some stress.
Well, if you have questions that you would like Michele to answer about IPERS or any other financial issues, you can contact her anytime at Compass Financial Services in West Des Moines. The number there, 515-327-1020. Michele, thanks so much for your time.
Thanks for having me.